Hi guys. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right to it. First things first, the Ancient Cistern. I'm assuming, yeah, this is from Skyward Sword. I would definitely say this is an S tier because the Ancient Cistern to me brings so much nostalgia. Even though that it is tricky at first when you first play the game, the music alone is what makes the temple so fun. The boss is terrifying, and that really just adds the element of the mystery of this Ancient Cistern. And I just thoroughly love this temple. Every second of it. Ancient Ruins, I've never played it. The Ancient Tomb, I've never played it. Angler's Tongue Tunnel, I don't know what that is. Arbiter's Grounds, now this is where things get fun. S tier. S fucking tier, dude. Because the Arbiter's Grounds, oh my god, I already discussed this in one of my desert commentary video, I think, yeah. The Arbiter's Grounds, what can I say? You go into this mysterious desert temple that is filled with Gibdos. It's filled with quicksand. It's filled with really cool puzzles. It's very similar to the Spirit Temple in Ocarina of Time. The boss is amazing. You basically go on a Beyblade and you just twirl on this platform, and it's, oh my god, it's epic. Absolutely epic. So yes, S tier. Bottle Grotto, never heard of it. Catfish's Maw, never heard of it. Cave of Flames, never heard of it. City in the Sky. In the trash. Yep, I said it. Dodongo's Cavern. Oh, so this is from Ocarina of Time. I would say B tier, because even though like it's a cool fire temple, it's really basic to me. I feel like it's just kind of like like it's just there, you know. Earth Temple Skyward Sword. I'm gonna put this one in A tier, folks, because this one, where do I begin with this one? This one is so fun because one of the most things I remember was the fact that getting in there is so confusing at first. You're like, where am I going? Where do I start? All this stuff, because it's a lot to look at. But then when you go on this like eyeball and you're like dancing through this lava to get to the next platform, like it's interesting. I just thoroughly like the temple for like the cool, interesting mechanics and the puzzles and the layout. I really liked it. It was very good. Earth Temple, never played it. Eastern Palace, never played it. Eastern Palace, no. I never played any of these. Wow, I am fake. Fire Sanctuary, Skyward Sword. I'm gonna put this one in A tier again. This is another one of those temples where I love because there's just, like, yes, it is like the Earth Temple, I'm not gonna lie, but it has much more depth to it. There's more underground action where you crawl underground to get treasure or to escape from lava, which, oh my god, that scene terrified me. I just thoroughly liked that one a lot. I don't know. Can I be so honest with you guys? I don't remember playing this, so I'm just gonna put it in not played because I don't remember. I really don't. Forest Temple, no, not this version of it. The Forest Temple Twilight Princess. I'm gonna give it a B tier. It's an interesting temple, but it gets pretty annoying. Not even when you get halfway in, because you realize you have to collect all these fucking monkeys, and then if you mess something up, you have to reset the whole thing, and it's not fun. But the music is really good. The fight is pretty basic and pretty easy to get past. So yeah, that's it really. Forest Temple, I still don't remember this. I feel so weird. Ganon's Castle, Ocarina of Time, yes. Okay, I do remember this one. I would say, I'm gonna give it B tier, just because, I know, I'm so controversial. Ganon's Castle, I think, I only remember the fight. I don't remember much of the puzzles, but the fight was pretty fun, and watching other people play it was fun. But yeah, that's all I have to say really about that one. So, not that one. Oh, the Goron Mines and Twilight Princess. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I would say A tier for this one because it was really fun dealing with the electromagnetic shoes. And also just feeling like you're always on edge. I love temples that make you feel like you're on edge because you feel like you're sucked into that world. And that's what I like about Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword specifically. Okay, Goron Temple, not played that. The Great Bay Temple in Majora's Mask. The music... Man, this is hard to categorize because I love this temple and I hate this temple at the same time because you guys already know water temples in Zelda are very annoying. There's a lot of details that if you mess up one thing, you gotta redo it all over again. There's a lot of layers to it. Some of it's just absolutely unnecessary to the puzzles and stuff like that. But the Great Bay Temple is just so cool. I really liked the mechanics with the tunnels and stuff like that. But I just don't really know, honestly. Let me think about this. Can I give it, like... I'm gonna give it B tier. Hyrule Castle and Breath of the Wild? So here's the thing. Breath of the Wild is so open world, you know? And I feel like with the Hyrule Castle, you can come in at any time you'd like, especially when you get some really nice weapons in the dining hall. You're welcome. So I feel like this one, because you kind of have to go throughout the game to get certain items if you wish. If you're already familiar with that, it kind of is boring when you enter the temple, or the castle, I should say. So for that, I would give it B tier. But if you've never entered the castle ever, like when you played Breath of the Wild and then you finally did the end, okay, I would give it A tier. But for me, because I played Breath of the Wild to a point where I kept going back and forth between the castle and in Hyrule in general, I'm going to give it B tier. Because I already knew where to go. I already knew what things to do, and it just kind of got boring. So I would say B tier. But Hyrule Castle and Twilight Princess, that's an automatic A tier. Because can we, like, talk about how interesting that castle is? Like, yes, it's basic. It's very Ocarina of Time coded. I mean, it literally is a replica of Ocarina of Time. But the music, the eeriness of it, the layers of it, the patterns and the puzzles and going up to the fight, like... As I said, if you feel like you're sucked into those temples, you are so into it. And I just think that is so fucking cool. I don't know. I really like that stuff. Inside Jabu Jabu's belly. In the trash. In the motherfucking trash. And here's why. Princess Ruto can learn how to walk, and she already knows how to walk. But why do you have to carry her in Jabu Jabu's belly being like... I'm a princess, I don't need to walk. I just thought it was very annoying, honestly. I didn't like it at all. So, yeah. That's in the trash, for sure. Inside the Deku Tree, so this is Ocarina of Time. Whew. I'm gonna give it, I would say B tier, because... Beginner, this is the first temple you go into with Ocarina of Time. And so when it comes to Zelda games with the first temple, you're basically going to be dealing with a basic temple, like white girl pumpkin spice temple. But I keep saying the music, but it's true. The music is super peaceful. I highly recommend you listen to it if you need to go to sleep. Listen to the Deku Tree theme. Very pretty. I would say the puzzles itself were pretty easy. The layering was pretty easy. The boss was easy. Like, it was honestly like a beginner trial of the entire game. So I would give it B tier just because it's for easiness level. Yeah, I feel like I should have prefaced this at the beginning, but like, I'm categorizing, if it's like a basic temple, I'm gonna put it in B tier because I see more of the emotional aspect of a temple. Like, if it really, really makes me feel like, oh, I'm sucked in, and I'm like really, really focused on it. Yeah. With the Deku Tree one, I was like, okay, done. Like, it was just so simple. But yeah. No, now the Lake Bed Temple in Twilight Princess. I know that most of you don't like water temples, but I'm going to give it an A tier for this one because it's so cool to see how far Nintendo has come with their puzzles. especially with Twilight Princess, because you look at the Lakebed Temple and you're kind of like, ooh, what's this? What's happening here? And it's not like your average water temple. Like in water temples with Zelda, it's really annoying. Like it starts off in water, whereas in the Lakebed Temple, you swim up to the entrance, which I think is so cool. And then you enter into these steps that you have to like navigate to make them move. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the bottom floor is where you have the boss fight, and the boss is literally copies of Zant. And I just think that is so cool. The Lanabra mining facility, bitch, you already know. I know you guys are gonna come for me for this one, but this is an S tier. Oh, the sand ship. The sand ship. That's an S tier one, because never in my life did I think that a sand ship was gonna be a good temple, and it was, and it is, and I will stand by that. Oh, you guys are gonna hate me so much. This one gives me the creeps. I hate this one so much. I hate the music. It's pure nightmare fuel. I don't care what you say about that. It's nightmare fuel. It freaks me out. Like when you hear that minor key and it makes that weird harmony noise, like, ugh, it freaks me out. It's like one of those nostalgic things that you see as a kid where you play like your PlayStation but you put like the wrong CD in, then it says you must now change your CD player, or like the Sega Music CD where you put a game in instead. Like, it reminds me a lot of personified fear and fearful harmony, and if you have no idea what that is, look it up. It's scary. So they do like the Sonic computer, and basically what happens is like, if you put the wrong DVD in, it's going to make this noise. And this is how I feel similar to Skykeep. It just sounds like that. I don't know. Like, do you see what I mean? And also, I think too, the reason why I don't like Skykeep either is because, yeah, let's go back. The reason why I wasn't a fan of it was just simply because I played this at night when I was like 10, because it came out in 2011, so I was 10 years old when it came out. And I played it like really late at night. I was terrified, full on. So I think that's why I was scared of it. Maybe I have some emotional trauma with it, but yeah, it's in the trash. Skyview Temple, I would say B tier. Like, it's pretty basic. I mean, yeah, it's a big temple. It's really pretty, and some of it's a little bit dangerous, but like, I would say it's pretty basic. Not a lot of, I don't know. I wasn't really invested with it personally. Ooh, the Snowhead Temple in Majora's Mask. I think that's also a B tier temple because it was also pretty boring. It also felt really eerie because there was not a lot of music. It was very just like flatlined white noise. Now the Snow Peak Ruins in Twilight Princess. Now this is an A tier temple. I was never a fan of anything with ice. I was never a fan with anything with snow, any of that sort, but the Snow Peak Ruins is so pure to me because that's where I make my pumpkin soup. That's where it comes from, is from the Snow Peak Ruins with the ghetto. And I just think the enemies are super cool. The boss fight's really cool. Yeah, I just really liked it. Yes. This is where we get to the good stuff, folks. The Stone Tower Temple in Majora's Mask. That's an automatic S tier. You have no idea how locked in I was when I played the Stone Tower Temple for the first time. I was shaking my ass to the music. I was climbing up that staircase to get to the top. I thought the little symbols when you reverse it and when you put it up normally is really cool. The boss fight's absolutely terrifying. So yeah, 10 out of 10 temple, folks. 10 out of 10. All right, we're on our final ones here. I don't think I've done all of them, but whatever. The Divine Beast Vom Meadow. I think that one was pretty easy. I'm gonna give it an A tier. Actually, no, I'll give it B tier. Honestly, I'll be so for real with you guys. The Divine Beasts, I really liked them when they first came out. But once I played Breath of the Wild again in Master Mode, I was sort of like, this is kind of boring. So I'm gonna give these all B tiers. Like, they're fun, but they're not the best. You know what I mean? Like, I've played better ones. The Water Temple and Ocarina of Time, that's in the trash. In the fucking trash. I remember this one so well, just because it got on my nerves the entire time. And you guys already know, the Water Temple and Ocarina of Time is like, no thank you. The Wind Temple and Wind Waker, never played it. Now the Woodfall Temple and Majora's Mask. I'm gonna give it B tier for this one. Because it's really easy. So I was kind of bored. And then you get to like Alduwa.
Nope.
He's so scary. I hate tall objects so much. I was not a fan of it personally. Yeah, that's that for Windfall. And yeah. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you have any constructive criticism, if there's anything else you want to say to the chat, the comments are open, baby. And yeah, I will see you guys whenever. I think my next week is when I'll be uploading Tears of the Kingdom tracks, all that shit. So yeah, I love you guys very much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, or if you want to contribute to the channel, I have a Buy Me a Coffee link down in the description. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I will see you next time.